3 years ago, I had exactly $10.47 in my bank account after paying rent. Today, let me show you something that's going to blow your mind. The financial industry has been keeping these secrets from regular people like us, and I'm about to expose everything. But first, smash that subscribe button because YouTube doesn't want this information getting out to everyone. Hey everyone, my name is Grant, and if you're watching this video, you're probably in one of two camps. Either you think you need thousands of dollars to start investing, or you've been told the stock market is just gambling for rich people. I'm here to tell you that both of those things are complete lies, and I'm going to prove it by walking you through exactly how I turned $10 into something that completely changed my financial future. Here's what they don't want you to know. Every single day you're not invested in the stock market, you're actually losing money. While your money sits in a savings account earning a pathetic 0.5% interest, inflation is eating away at your purchasing power at roughly 3% per year. That means if you have $1,000 in savings today, in 10 years, it'll only buy you about $740 worth of stuff. You're literally paying money to keep your money in the bank. But here's the kicker. The S&P 500, which is basically the top 500 companies in America, has averaged about 10% returns annually over the past 50 years. Your bank is making money off your money by investing it and giving you crumbs in return. So 3 years ago, frustrated and broke, I decided to test something. I took my last $10.47, and yes, I still have the screenshot, and opened a brokerage account. Now, here's secret number one that financial advisors don't tell you. You don't need a minimum investment anymore. Most major brokers like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and even apps like Robinhood let you start with literally any amount. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of trying to pick the next Tesla or GameStop, I did something that Warren Buffett himself recommends for beginners. I bought fractional shares of an S&P 500 index fund. Think of it like this. Instead of buying an entire pizza for $20, I bought a $10 slice of a pizza that contained tiny pieces of 500 different restaurants. So if any of those restaurants did well, my slice got more valuable. But here's where the real magic happened, and this is secret number two. I set up automatic investing. Every week, no matter what, I automatically invested whatever I could spare. Some weeks it was $5. Some weeks it was $25 when I had extra tips from my part-time job. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it's basically investing kryptonite. When the market goes down, your money buys more shares. When it goes up, your existing shares are worth more. You literally cannot lose if you stick with it long enough. Here's what nobody tells you. The best investors in the world aren't trying to time the market. They're not staying up all night watching charts. They set it and forget it, just like a crockpot. And here's the psychological trick. I treated it like a subscription service. Just like you probably pay for Netflix or Spotify without thinking about it, I made investing automatic so I never had to make an emotional decision about it. So, what happened to that $10.47 and the roughly $2,000 I invested over 3 years? It's now worth over $3,200. That's a 60% gain in 3 years, while my friend's money was sitting in savings accounts earning basically nothing. But here's what's even crazier, and this is secret number three. I didn't just make money. I learned that the stock market isn't scary or complicated. It's actually the most democratic wealth-building tool that's ever existed. For the first time in history, a regular person like me can own tiny pieces of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google for the price of a coffee. Our grandparents couldn't do this. This is literally the best time in human history to build wealth. Now, once I got comfortable with index funds, I started learning about individual stock picking. But here's secret number four that no one talks about. You should never put more than 5 to 10% of your money into individual stocks. The media wants you to think investing is about finding the next big winner, but that's not how real wealth is built. Real wealth comes from consistently investing in diversified funds and letting compound interest work its magic. But if you want to scratch that gambling itch, and let's be honest, we all do, here's how to do it responsibly. Take a tiny portion of your portfolio and invest in companies you actually understand and use. I started buying small amounts of companies like Disney because I understood their business model, or Costco because I shopped there every week. Not because some guy on TikTok told me to, but because I could explain to my grandmother what these companies actually do. Here's the biggest secret they don't want you to know. Investing isn't about having money. It's about changing your relationship with money. When you become an investor, even with $10, your mindset shifts. You start thinking like an owner, not just a consumer. You start asking questions like, how does this company make money? Instead of just, when does this go on sale? You start rooting for the economy, because when businesses do well, you do well. You become part of the wealth-building machine instead of just watching it from the outside. And here's the thing, every single day you wait, you're missing out on potential gains, not because of FOMO, but because of math. Time is the most powerful force in investing, and it's the one thing you can never get back. So here's exactly what you need to do right now. Step 1. Open a brokerage account. I recommend Fidelity or Charles Schwab for beginners because they have zero fees and great customer service. Step 2. Invest in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. Look for something with S&P 500 in the name and an expense ratio under 0.1%. Step 3. Set up automatic investing. Even if it's just $10 a week, automation removes emotion from the equation. Step 4. Don't look at it every day. Check it maybe once a quarter, like a quarterly report card, not a daily temperature check. And step 5. This is crucial. Keep learning. The more you understand about how money works, the better decisions you'll make. Now, I have to say this. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. This is just my personal experience and what worked for me. You should do your own research and maybe talk to a professional if you're investing serious money. Also, the stock market can go down. In fact, it will go down sometimes, but over long periods, and I'm talking decades, not months, it has always recovered and gone higher. That's why this only works if you think long term. Look, I'm not telling you this to brag about my gains. I'm telling you this because I wish someone had told me sooner. Every month I waited was money I left on the table. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible, smash that like button and subscribe for more videos where I break down exactly how regular people like us can build wealth. And here's a challenge. In the comments below, tell me what's been holding you back from investing. Is it fear, lack of knowledge, not enough money? Let's have an honest conversation about it. Because here's the truth. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Your future self will thank you for taking action today. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, it doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage to start.